everybody in this country. These people I was meeting are the elected leaders of Masaka about what we are doing to ease the situation and to ask for their cooperation, for them to also to participate in the eradication of insecurity in that area.
Otafire said, working with leaders in the region, the current insecurity will be stamped out.
I can assure the people of Uganda that we are going to do our best to overcome, to eliminate that insecurity. We are going to do our best as government to eliminate that insecurity. But you see, it takes two to tango. I am appealing to the local people of Masaka to help the security organs to overcome that insecurity situation.
Meanwhile, the chairperson of Buganda Caucus, Muhammad Mwanga Chivumbi, dismissed allegations that the murders are politically motivated.
If there are people who want to gain support and to remove government through other means, you can't go and machete them, kill them, and at the same time seek for their support. So for us, we urge government to desist in putting on the political spectacles on this matter. We believe and strongly so that this matter is a security matter, can be addressed fair and square, and it's their responsibility.
This is included. Who do you talk to? Do you talk to the bishops? You talk to the politicians? Yeah? If politics is part of the problem, how do you sort that out? Do you talk to the bishops or the politicians? Yes, if politics is involved. And it's also unfair to generalize and say all the leaders, elected leaders of Masaka are involved. No, some may be involved, but others are not.
Legislators have now set off to Masaka to interface with the affected, whom they believe will speak out on who is behind their troubles.
We want to find out the nitty-gritties, whatever is happening in Masaka. Yes, I know we have received reports here and there from the minister, but I think it is not enough. When you have eyes on, it's always good to be informed when you have eyes on. Masaka is next to Kalangala, and we have a saying in Buganda, Omulirano Gwechabiri, you don't know what might happen in Kalangala. So I want to go and find out.
Over 60 suspects have so far been arrested. At least 10 suspects were remanded at Masakasaza prison on Wednesday after being charged with murder. Benatiga, Parliament.
Thank you so much, Benajiga, for that update on massacre. In more stories, the newly appointed Resident District Commissioner Luengo Haman Sentongo has pledged to unmask the masterminders of the killings in the district. This follows attacks by machete-wielding thugs on residents in their homes at night in Greater Masaka districts.
The new Resident District Commissioner Luengo Haman Sentongo partly blames the security situation in the area to local leaders who don't have detailed information of residents. Sentongo has appealed to local leaders and the community to volunteer vital information to security agencies.
If we protect our sources, if we encourage our people to volunteer information, and they can only do this if they know that whoever they are volunteering information to is going to act on this information in confidence and solve the problem.
He has called up
all security agencies that receive intelligence information from our population to act on this intelligence in confidence and also appropriately and effectively and also quickly, and also to guard our sources. This is happening by and large, but like in any organization, there are bad apples.
Sentongo, who was earlier this week assumed the leadership of Rengo from Mitiana, assured residents that government has the capacity to apprehend and prosecute perpetrators.
Form of intelligence, the most effective source of intelligence. is the source from the people themselves. So confidence building measures are underway in Luengo and also in Greater Masaka of ensuring that our people, the local councils, our people, the religious leaders and other leaders in community are empowered to volunteer information.
The investigations reveal that the night attacks are executed by organized criminal gangs. Security forces now focused on establishing the motive of the assailants. Haruna Mutesasira reporting for UBC News in Rengo District.
The Minister for Presidency, Millie Babalanda, is in Masaka region over insecurity in the region. She has challenged local leaders to stand to the threats and mobilize the people to defend themselves. Babalanda believes that the criminals want the masses to gang up against the government. Details on the story.
The 2 days capacity building session for RDCs, RCCs, RPCs, DPCs, DSOs and intelligence officers has started in Masaka City. The session is geared at monitoring and evaluating government programs towards socio-economic development and the state of security in Greater Masaka. Whereas there is domestic terror in Greater Masaka, crimes conducted using guns have progressively reduced.
The approach of using forensic techniques where murderers can be easily identified on the basis of fingerprints and gun details. This may be the reason why the criminals have resorted to stabbing knives and pangas. However, the NRM government, under the leadership of General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, will not be defeated using this rudimentary strategy.
Minister for Presidency Millie Babalanda has encouraged security operatives in Greater Masaka to break the machete-wielding attackers' networks.
These criminals have the idea that their actions will disorganize government from focusing on developing the nation, such as implementing the NRM manifesto, cause panic in the public and create a sense of helplessness and insecurity, which will lead the masses to gang up against the government.
Wide-scale and countrywide community policing, mobilization and sensitization by leaders is one of the key recommendations to address insecurity in Greater Masaka.
There should be 24/7 security surveillance by the police. This surveillance should be extended beyond the town areas to the lowest levels possible. The members of parliament and LC5 chairpersons should own the campaign against the enemy by being accessible and available to guide the electorate.
Toll-free lines and telephone numbers have been availed to the public by police for effective information sharing and whistleblowing.
0392 17 75 83. Another number is 0709 01 08 02.
The recommendations are part of the measures to be undertaken to deal with the current insecurity in Greater Masaka. Ivan Kahwa, UBC News in Masaka City.
Now, the Minister for Kampala, Hajat Misakabanda, has led a team of KCC officials to Buganda Kingdom head office for a working visit. Hajat Misakabanda said that the voice of Katikkiro is much respected by the subordinates of the Kabaka and asked him to put much emphasis on the benefits of the Myuga project. Details follow.
Kampala leaders have visited Buganda Kingdom to introduce themselves to Buganda Kingdom and also look into ways of alleviating youth from poverty. The leaders were led by Kampala Minister Hajat Misakabanda, who asserted that Buganda youth have been led astray by the political wave, hence the need to be sensitized about the Imyoga project.
Since he has also accepted, we shall get time and ask him on our behalf to teach people of the youth in Kampala, because sometimes when he teaches, they listen. So we need him to assist us, like he's been assisting us in villages, giving out seedlings of coffee. People, he gives seedlings, similar seedlings, but people prefer taking particular seedlings than UPDF seedlings. So he will assist us also in that program.
The Katikiro of Buganda, Charles Peter Mayiga, informed the delegation from the Ministry of Kampala that the Kingdom is ready to work with them.
For that reason, the Kingdom of Buganda is very ready and willing to work with the civic authorities in charge of Kampala and the political authorities in charge of Kampala so that we give our face a deserving look. The city of Kampala has certain things to be worked on. For example, cleaning it. We can work together, we can initiate programs for cleaning up the city. I think cleaning the city is one of the simplest things we can do because it may not be as expensive as infrastructure. As an example, but we can work together and clean the city. We can plant trees and vegetation. We can work together in endeavors to create jobs, especially for the young people.
Charles Peter Mayiga says the Kampala ministry has a duty to play following the poisoning of the minds of the youth in regard to activities of government.
Anyone who understands that the Kabaka is the custodian of our heritage is welcome here any day, any time. And I very much want to work with politicians from the central government because both you and us serve the same people. When we work together, the ordinary person is going to benefit. So you coming to Bulange is a very good gesture, especially when you are still young in your appointments. And we shall do whatever it takes to ensure that your service to the country is successful. And we shall always be around to render you support as you support us. And we work together for the benefit of the people of Buganda and all Ugandans.
He says there is need to work together and serve Ugandans irrespective of their political affiliation, tribe or religion. The Katikiro warned politicians from over-politicizing projects that seem beneficial to the electorate. Sudat Kaye, UBC.
Arua Regional Referral Hospital has received an emergency operating center to handle disease outbreaks. The Minister of State for Health in charge of general duties, Anifa Kawe, officiated at the launch.
Arua Regional Referral Hospital has received an emergency operating center to monitor disease outbreaks like anthrax, plague, yellow fever, West Nile virus and Rift Valley fever in humans, as well as in animals, rabies, among others. The Minister of State for Health, Anifa Kawoya, recognized the importance for such centers across the country, especially in places like West Nile, known for high rates of disease outbreaks.
This center has come at a time when at least the issues of infectious diseases should be addressed. And want to thank the government, Minister of Health and all the partners that what we have gone through, we have seen that the baby started, it is nurtured up to now that has started walking. But we must keep this baby walking until it's running.
The Director General of Health Services, Dr. Henry Mwewesa, is confident that the Emergency Operations Center will go a long way in monitoring and analyzing outbreaks of infectious diseases in the region.
On a daily basis, they will be analyzing data for us to know what is happening. What I want to emphasize here, which came out from the organogram, is the role of the political leaders. And what I want to say is that keep our political leaders in this region updated of your findings, of the trends, and of what is happening.
The Chairperson Parliamentary Committee on Health, Dr. Charles Ayume, said the launch is a huge landmark in general health service delivery.
We should avoid knee-jerk reactions where an epidemic comes and then we have to scramble, we have to rush on how to manage it. This early warning system means that we keep on doing surveillance, collecting data from communities, from health centers. We keep on analyzing, processing this information, and then being able to inform the strategic direction and thinking of the planners of healthcare of this country, and that's Ministry of Health and Development Partners.
Arua Hospital Director Dr. Philbert Nyeko and MPs on the Health Parliamentary Committee said disease outbreaks are a matter of security in a country, adding that the facility has come timely.
I'm more than happy to receive the Emergency Operating Center.
On behalf of the people of Arua City, on behalf of the people of West Nile, on behalf of the leaders, I want to say we welcome this facility warmly to the region. We receive challenges from DRC Congo, we receive challenges from South Sudan. The cross-border business encourages movement of people who move together with these diseases. So it is timely that we are receiving this facility.
That is the reason why I'm here in Arua, as part of the ministerial team, to see the commissioning of this operation center, so that when some of these things are brought to the floor of Parliament, we have a basis to support.
Now we'll take a short commercial break and we'll be back with more news.
It's Freaky Friday from Airtel. Buy or gift. Buy or give.
Get freaky too! Dial *149*10# to load a Freaky Friday bundle for you to enjoy the best offers on voice and data.
To buy a bundle for friends and family, dial *149*10*5#. Freaky Friday with Airtel. Buy or gift a bundle today. Dial *149*10# to get started. Airtel, the smartphone network.
Echa COVID-19 chijja kugwa only if we stay at home, observe physical distancing, wear masks properly, sanitize or wash our hands with soap and water regularly, or get vaccinated now.
Getting GoTV was the best decision James has ever made. Finding a good place to watch football was never easy, but it was costly until James discovered something big. Now he can finally enjoy the benefits of homegrown advantage with a decoder and 1 month of GoTV value. For just 25,000 shillings, enjoy the world's biggest leagues and cap competitions. GoTV Uganda, love it.
My home, I smile when I think of you, Uganda. My home. My home, I dance when I look at you, Uganda. My home, oh my Uganda.
I know, with you I'll always stay forever. I know, because I feel that we belong together. My home, under the sun so bright, under the moon at night, on my heart, mommy, oh my Uganda.
Hey mama,
My Uganda. My Uganda. My Uganda. My Uganda. Nikukunda. My Uganda. Amari alemira. My Uganda.
nyoe nikugonza.
My Uganda.
Amina ngojo, Amina ngojo.
At MTN, we look forward to starting another exciting journey together to grow our home, Uganda.
Today in history.
3rd September 1783, representatives from the United States, Great Britain, Spain and France signed the Treaty of Paris. The signing signified America's status as a free nation and the boundaries of the new republic were agreed upon. This was after the American Revolution came to an end and marked the end of the last major battle of the Revolution. This treaty is not to be confused with the Treaty of Paris of 1763, the treaty that ended the 7 Years' War.
You're still watching UBC News Tonight. In our business stories, the High Court in Kampala has this Friday, 3rd September 2021, temporarily halted any further development or activity on the Semileki Walk Road, Folio 33, Plot 2, located in Kampala Central. This injunction has been issued by Justice Ziditunse Chintu following a suit by Ivan Biaruhanga, working on behalf of Ntaganda.
But on what basis are all of you police here?
Landirangos between one FM Ntaganda and Damin Group Limited has taken another twist following High Court's intervention. Though this is a matter which has already been addressed by the High Court and a status quo court order and a suit issued in favor of the initial leaseholder, Damin Group Limited, a fresh court order has been issued.
We agreed inter party that the status of the property is maintained as is. Each of the parties should remain where they are. No development should be done on the property, and that none of the parties should have any activity on the land.
This Friday, lawyers of the concerned parties have engaged the High Court to forge a way forward.
So this being an interim application order, we shall wait for the main application that is going to come up on the 14th.
The issue came to the limelight last Sunday when demolitions and vandalism of properties at the contested land occurred.
Okay,
there's no policeman who is intimidating
but
you.
On what instruction are you here to do what? Keep whose peace? Who filed the complaint?
We are maintaining the status quo as it is.
As properties were destroyed, tenants now want court to direct for fair and timely compensation.
In the event that any of the parties breaches the terms of the order, then the aggrieved party will go to court for what they call contempt proceedings to punish that party who has gone against a certain order.
The matter is now set for this month on 14th for the initial hearing, as normal activities are accepted on the premises and police is directed to offer full protection. Natong Rebecca, UBC News.
Well, that's all we had for you for now. Do join us again at 10 p.m. for more news coming your way. We'll close with the headlines. Stories of the day: Major General Tafide meets Ugandan members of parliament over massacre anxiety. Leaders in Greater Massacre asked to identify residents. Minister for Presidency monitors massacre security. And lastly, cyclists ride 6,000 kilometers in quest for a unified greener EAC. Well, thank you so much for watching. Do join us again at 10 p.m. for more news coming your way. My name is Sharon Chondish. Have a lovely night, and we'll leave you with the weather forecast.
Thanks for tuning on UBC. Tessa Millie with your weather update. We are still having thunder showers in most parts of our country, and they woke up with thunder showers across Kampala, some parts of Entebbe, and some parts around Lake showers. And that brings us to the highs of 8.9 millimeters of rainfall across Tororo, Soto with 3.1, Kampala with 3 millimeters of rainfall, Mubende with the lowest of 2.2 millimeters of rainfall. This is influenced by Congo air mass that is blowing towards our country, enhanced with the local effects that includes our Lake Victoria, bring us the isolated thunder showers that we are experiencing lately. Tomorrow morning, though, we expect to wake up with thunder showers still across lake showers that includes our capital city Kampala and some parts of Masaka, but the rest of the country is expected to continue with sunny intervals. Afternoon hour, though, we expect a pickup of thunder showers almost in every part of our country, apart from some few areas across Karamoja region, that is Kotido and Moroto, and some few parts of southwestern of our country, that includes Kabale and Barara. Temperature is up to 29 degrees of maximum across northern part of our country and some parts of Karamoja. But across Lake Shores with 27, capital city Kampala with 26 degrees Celsius. Kabale Highlands the lowest of 23 degrees Celsius. News moving out of Uganda to other cities across the globe. We're forecasting sunny intervals across Hong Kong, Washington DC and London with a maximum of 20 degrees Celsius across London and 31 degrees Celsius across Hong Kong. Tokyo with light showers at a maximum of 24 degrees Celsius. Thanks for tuning on UBC once again. I remain Kutesa Mili. Stay tuned and see you tomorrow.
What?
Yeah, I like you a lot.
Ru, please don't spoil my day or our friendship.
But why are you dating that guy and not me?
I'm not